Okay, so this story right here is not going to be like any of the others. It's going to be a little different. It's not going to be a longer story that takes you from point A to point B to point C, right? And then at the end of it all, there's a lesson that you could take home and put in your pocket. This is not one of those. This is a story I feel like I need to tell for a different reason. Because I have to make sure that somebody lives forever. All of this right here that I'm about to tell you, all of this started because I wanted to understand the country place I call home. But the thing is, I don't look at it as country, but I've been told so by anybody that does not live here all my life. I come from Birmingham, Alabama, and there's not a single cow to be seen unless it's Chick-fil-A, and much less a farm in any of this vicinity. I just want to let you know. You might find a chicken in a random house, but that has nothing to do with countryness. That's just Alabama, okay? But I wanted to understand what they saw about where I come from, because I can't see the forest for the trees because I'm in the trees. So to do that, I went 300 miles away plus to La Paz Centro, Nicaragua. I went there in search of a country place that did not belong to me to understand what other people see. That rhymed. So follow me here. If I go to a country place or a place that has farms and is a quiet town, which La Paz Centro is, and I experience it, then I will understand what it feels like when people look at where I come from. Understanding the world through adventure. I tried that. And you'll see it all in the story that I'm about to tell you. I tried it. I tried to find that farm. And all I can tell you is that this story that you're about to hear, it is full of failure, more searching, and then an unexpected treasure. All because known to me now, but unknown to me then, because I wanted to preserve a treasure that I didn't even know I would find. After countless failure, the treasure that I found, I'll go ahead and tell you, was a woman named Inez Hernandez. Wasn't looking for her, but I found her. I want to make sure that she lives forever. And I'll do that with a story that starts with the bus ride. All right. Now we're finally walking out of here. I just asked for like the 5th time the same question because I'm just saying good morning to people, but there's a question. I need just some money to be changed, so I'll be all good. We're gonna figure that out. They said they're in the corner up here. So I think it's that corner right there. We're gonna see. Of course, I'm not gonna film them doing it, but I'm gonna get this 200 changed, and then we're out towards the bus stop. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, so I get going like this. Get up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Got a bus ride to catch. So I grab my bag, walk out of where I've been staying, and I'm down the road. Talking to everyone that passes me by because I'm not a weirdo, right? It's a black duffel bag and army boots. I mean, I'm already looking like a weirdo, so you gotta combat that. This is my mind space right now, right? So going, eventually I get where I need to be. Talk to the guy. He tells me that the bus leaves an hour later than right then. So I go sit in a park on a park bench and watch old Nicaraguan guys feed pigeons while the sky above me is completely gloomy and kind of dark. So it affects my mood a little bit. You know, I'm thinking that maybe I won't be able to do the things that I'm wanting to do in a city that I'm not in yet. So the energy kind of goes down a bit as I sit and wait for an hour. But eventually my time comes and I get on that bus. Give me a little chips and a water and I'm happy. I'm doing my happy dance right then because food makes me happy. Remember that. So we're gone. The thing about La Paz Centro, let me tell you, is that it's one of those cities where you can't tell anybody to take you directly there. It's like that because no one generally goes there unless you have a specific purpose. I'm gonna go see grandma, I'm gonna go see my friend. I'm moving out there. Something like that, right? That's it. La Paz Centro isn't a place that you could say, hey, drive me off in La Paz Centro. No, it's you watch your map on your phone and you're going, and when you see a random road that is close enough to where you want to be, you raise your hand and say, hey, leave me here on this random road, and you keep going. And then you hop off. And when you hop off, there's a place, a building, at least where I hopped off, with a gate. And then on either side, on the left side of the road, 2 neighborhoods with dirt roads going into them. And on the other side, wide open space. We're in the countryside. And it is pretty. And really quiet at the same time. I just reached, well, not just, I've been here for a little second. But, okay, so I'm not trying to talk too loud to wake up our cat friend here. But, I arrived here to my destination. I arrived here to my destination in La Paz Centro. And there's a squeaky roof. But we know that the goal for today was to eat lunch with a cow. Or better yet, like a squad of cows. You know? Let me see when it gets dark. Because that is what's gonna limit your boy. Because I'm going to be sitting down on the ground and it's going to be hot. So, and I want to spend as much time as I can with the cow. So, the sun here is going to set at like 5:53. Right, it's going to get dark then. So, if that's like when it starts to set, then we'll be able to catch some like really cool oranges and pinks in the sky. While I'm sitting under a tree and there's a cow running around, and that goal will be done. In a perfect world, the volcano in the background, cows all around, me eating quesillos, whatever they serve there. As I learned, it's a restaurant, not necessarily a food, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. So I put my bags down and I find the owner of the place and I'm chatting with him, but nothing that I find life or death important at the moment to remember. Just telling them what I'm there for and XYZ, not really thinking about anything. As I put my bags down, finish talking with him, I tell him goodbye and I walk back out of the gate that I had previously walked into after checking a few things out before leaving. And I walk up the road, following behind the long gone bus to the bigger city, Leon. I'm where few people go. And as I'm walking, I see a tuk-tuk, or I hear a tuk-tuk, because in a quiet city, everything is louder. It's like a quiet classroom and a pin drops. Usually you wouldn't hear it, but because the classroom's quiet, you hear it. We're in the quiet classroom. Here's a tuk-tuk coming by, which is a moped with a roof on it. Bright red, real fancy. I turn around, flag him down, and he pulls up right beside me, off to the side of the dirt road that I am marching up to go to where I think I need to go. I explain to the guy, hey, I'm looking for a farm. This guy is, I figure out, exactly my age. He's just like me. He's just a person who happened to be born in a different country. But he's just like me. I say, hey, I need to go to a farm. That's what I'm looking for. That's the reason I'm here for. Something like that. And he says, yo puedo llevar a vos para donde tú quieras. So I hop in there and we're gone. It's a quiet place, so everything sounds like a moped motor. So this is not a place where I can really have a conversation like I'd like to. But I don't feel like much needs to be said because we have a mutual understanding, because we're two of the same people, just happen to be born in other places. There's not much to catch up on. I kind of get him. So we're off, looking for the farm so I can understand a place 300 miles away. Leaving now. We go from place to place, left turn to right turn, back street to side street. We do this for 15 to 20 minutes. It's just me and him. No music, just listening to the motor and the wind rushing in our ears. Going from place to place, place to place. Because every place he thinks of that he knows to go, it ends up being less of a farm and more of a field. I want animals. I want a farm. I want the field. So we do that until we mutually get frustrated. Turn to turn, frustration to frustration. 15 to 20 minutes, time hits, and I say, let's get a snack. All right, I think we deserve a snack. With the frustration in tow, we go get something called quesillos cuileguiste, which, if you can imagine, is a clear plastic bag with cream inside, a really thick tortilla with cream inside that, and then a bunch of onions thrown in there too, rolled up in the bag, and the bag is tied up. So it's like cream and quesillo in a thing. Have fun.
Parado. Sí, puedo conseguirlo. Muchas gracias.
¿Más o así nomás?
Con todo.
No, que de acá, para que se lo coman por aquí.
Oh, sí, sí, yo voy a llevarlo. Entonces, sí. Muchas gracias. La otra.
Tomar y bebidas típicas.
Sí,
Cacao, semilla de jícaro y pisco.
pues,
Tradicional se come un pisco con quesillo.
también. Que solo necesito una agua, si tiene.
Agua.
Una agua, por favor.
Hay de litro y de medio litro.
De litro, está bien. ¿Quién es esa?
Una monjita, Sor María Romero.
María Romero. Santita, ok. ¿Y es de aquí?
Sí, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. ¿Entendido? Y esa. ¿Y cuánto vale, papá?
150.
150. ¿Tiene cambio para 500?
Córdoba, sí.
Claro que sí. Ahí está. En quesillos. Muchas gracias, papá. ¿Qué tal, papá? ¿Todo bien?
¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Todo bien.
Vámonos pues. Tenemos 2 quesillos.
Here we go. It might be right, but it's pretty. Pretty like this. Hold on. It's a little bumpy, I told you.
All right, now with the snack in tow, we get back on the road. Pull off in the fancy moped. It's bright red, and we're gone. We keep going. Pick up a few people here, drop them off. Past a few of his friends. He says hello. We keep going. We're just riding, looking for something that we can't find. And all the while, with every single turn, every single fat pothole, and every time the towel in the back launches over my shoulder when the pothole gets hit and just hangs out right here. Every single time that happens, me and him mutually get more and more frustrated because he has the rearview mirror right here. And you know, like when your mama look back at you when you on a road trip and y'all make eye contact and you sit back because you know what that eye contact means? Yeah. It's not like that with us, but it's like we make eye contact and it's like, you frustrated? Sí. ¿Tú estás frustrado? Yes. That's what's happening in the rearview mirror. And he get more and more tight and more frustrated because he don't have a snack. And I'm not eating mine because I'm not disrespectful. So we go like this for a good minute. We're still going. Me and him together put in another 10 to 15 minutes of joint work of looking to the left of the beautiful empty scenery and looking to the right of the cool and calm looking neighborhoods, the barrios, right? We're passing through them all. We get the views, we pick up people, everything. And we keep going like this until we reach the end of the line. Meaning you can't pass beyond here, where the road ends and it turns into a beach and a lake and a volcano. This is the prettiest end of the line I have personally ever seen. Right? So we get out. It's a little warm. And to our left, to our right, is a little restaurant under a cabana. He told me he didn't want any food. But I know by his look in the rearview mirror that he wants something to eat, and so do I, because my quesillos are warm. It's a lot of cream in that bag. So we walk out onto the windiest end of the line I have personally ever experienced. I haven't been to many, but in windiness, this one's up there. I mean, listen to this.
Así que así las rocas están volando y todo eso, así que el helicóptero entendido. Pero nada, aquí hay como que...
Yeah, you heard that? Mm-hmm. But either way, we sit down and we both understand in our frustration that's still with us, like sitting on our backs, like old fat dude just on you, breathing on your neck. After about a good 45 minutes, we both understand that journey's over. It's not a big city, and we're pretty sure we explored every inch of it. This is the meal. We order food and we sit and talk for a bit. Everything doesn't always go your way. But you have to enjoy what you come to. Because you gotta live a moment at a time. Something to eat.
Es que me confundo, ni sé si está apagado o nada, pero es que con la lava, es que no es peligroso de estar alrededor de allá, donde hay lava, todavía.
Sí, hay lava, pero siempre hay así como
No es así como el lava, como así.
en el sentido de que solo se está moviendo así, pues.
Ah, ok, entendido. Así que es bien lento y todo eso, así que se puede correr. Entendido, pues. Entendido, Manuel. ¿Eso no es hondo?
No,
Ay, sí. Oh, esto nomás es un lago, no es el mar. Así
playa.
que, es la playa, claro que sí. Pero no es hondo porque yo pienso que están parando. Ya, ¿tú vas a ir para allá? ¿No vas a nadar hoy? ¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no? Está hacerlo, de verdad. Dije, mira, no puedo, yo tengo botas, así que yo voy a hundir y ya. Yo voy a morir aquí, así que no puedo hacer eso. Oh, diablo. Dejamos los huesos y de todo adentro, pero cortamos la cabeza y la... ¿Cómo se llama esa? La cola. ¿La cola? ¿Cómo que una línea? Una cola. Entonces, cortamos la cola y cortamos la cabeza también y comemos sin espinas y ya. Entonces, cuando tú estás comiendo, hay que comer y como que así quitar los huesos y todo eso. Es agotador, de verdad, pero sabe bien. Claro que sí. ¿Tú puedes cocinar? Sí. Pero de verdad, cocinar. ¿Qué tú puedes cocinar? No. Muchas gracias. Eso es. Ok, sí mismo. ¿Estás emocionado? Oh, entonces, por favor, díselo qué. Sí, está bien. Ok. ¿Cómo lo comemos? ¿Que hay un proceso o qué fue? Es normal. No, que la única razón por lo que yo te pregunto eso, porque yo estaba allá comiendo bajo, sí, esa, y me dijo que yo tengo que comerlo con mis manos, porque eso es tradicional, así que lo hice, así que no tengo que hacerlo así, eso es lo real. Ok, pero no, lo voy a hacer con un tenedor, tengo que explotar así. Ok, a hacerlo así entonces. Así mismo. Vamos a comer. Muchas gracias. Yo voy a almorzar. Así mismo. Muchas gracias. ¿Y esto es plátano? Plátano. Primera vez de comerlo. Pues me gusta. Está riquito. ¿Lo come con limón también?
We failed. We tried, we attempted, we went from here to there and back, and we're at the end. So we get to eating, start eating, sitting at a bar type thing, overlooking this beautiful view as people play in the lake. And with every wind blasted word and every flung piece of rice onto or over my shoulder, the frustration that we mutually have built up goes away. Grain by grain, wind gust by wind gust, we failed. But I'm all right. You know, we tried. Everything can't always go your way. It's a terrible way of thinking, but that's what's happening right now. At this moment, that's what's feeling like right now. Eventually, we finish up our meal. But within that meal, I get to the point where I'm cool again. As you can see by this dance. We clean up our toddler eating areas with more rice and food on the floor than in our mouths. We get up and go. He says goodbye to one of his friends on the way out. I say goodbye to the owners. And we're back in the tuk-tuk, the bright red tuk-tuk, with the roof on it because it's fancy. And we're gone. We head back up the street that led us to the end of the line. We pick up a few people, but nobody talks because it's too loud. It's the pen in the quiet classroom. You can't hear anything but the motor. And we all just stare out the sides of the tuk-tuk. And even though the other 3 people have no clue why me and my Nicaraguan twin are a little dejected, but back to normal, they kind of join in the fun of, dang, we almost had them. Bien, hermano, ¿cuánto fue? ¿Cuánto fue? 200, 220. ¿Para que tú me recuerdas? Cash, mucho gusto, bro. Ay. Cuídate. Estoy feliz. Yo estoy feliz. Todo pasó como yo pensaba, tú sabes. Pero la única cosa es que había mucho viento para allá mientras estábamos caminando. And then I enter this gate, right? I go in this gate where my things are at, and I see the owner. I tell him everything went how I thought. And would you guess what this dude said to me? After all that failure, after all that turning and tossing and snacking and wind rice blowing, it's been an hour and some change. And when I walk in here, this man has the audacity to say to me, "Uno problema, pero
Va a ir a la vaca.
I'm sorry, sir. What do you mean?" And I'm here like, one more time because I don't think I heard you right. Ladies and gentlemen, I have traveled the world of La Paz Centro looking for a farm. I have left from the place I left my bags and been gone for an hour and some change. Tried, failed, accepted it, and returned. And when I get back, he tells me that a farm with everything I've been looking for is directly beside where I left from. The thing about it is, remember when I told you earlier on that before I left, I talked to the owner and I told him about what I was going to do? And I didn't think much of it after the fact? Well, somewhere in there, as I was focused on whatever I was doing, complete tunnel vision, this brother said to me that, okay, there's a farm over there. You can come and look at it when you return. Like this. Vale, hay una finca para allá donde queda una señora. Cuando tú regresas, tú puedes ir para allá probablemente en la tarde. Something like that, but throw a Nicaraguan salt packet on that, and there you go. Either way, after all this failure, after all this trying, the time has finally arrived. The woman who all of this is about, the woman whose story I need to make sure lasts as long as I can maintain it. This story has arrived to the point of Inés Hernandez, the cow farmer. She stays alone. She has her cows, she has her goats, and she has a few chickens. She doesn't leave much because she has everything she needs. She has family in Nicaragua, but they don't come to visit as much. But she stays there and quietly lives on her farm.
Here we go. Smells like burning something, but I don't know what's burning. Not even gonna lie, I don't know how to get here. But there's the cow right there that we're going to spend the time with. But I don't necessarily, okay, there's her house back there. But how do we get there? That's the question. How do I get there? Because she's the coolest, by the way. Because she's actually letting me hang out with a cow. Smells like manure, but I mean it's a cow, so what do you expect? I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just kind of figuring it out. Señora. Here we go. Ay. Señora. It's like a interesting situation going on here. I don't even know how to enter through here. ¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Todo bien. ¿Está bien si nomás siento con la vaca y yo me ceno? Eso está bien. Yo sé que es muy extraño y todo eso.
Sí.
¿Yo puedo?
Por eso gratis te digo.
Sí, sí, claro que sí.
Ah, pues entonces pues. Pasate pues.
¿Cómo? Por allá.
Bueno, sí, pues.
Así mismo. Yo voy a hacerlo así. Barbed wire.
¿Y de dónde vive tu mamá?
Mi mamá vive allá en los Estados Unidos. Ay. Y es que mi padre es de un estado donde hay fincas, pero él vive con nosotros en nuestro estado. Entonces no hay fincas ni nada así para allá. Entonces, tú sabes.
¿Y vos? ¿Cómo viniste aquí a Nicaragua?
Pues es que, claro que sí, yo llegaste por un vuelo, así. Pero como yo aprendí español es de una amiga mía. Ella es de ella es de la República Dominicana. Así que...
No, ¿y aquí cómo viniste?
Oh, para aquí, en bus. en autobús.
No, pero ¿tenés familia o qué más?
Oh, para visitar a mi amiga. Ella vive en Masaya. Ujú, sí, sí, sí.
Y después te vas.
Después, pues mañana yo voy para León y para allá yo voy a, no sé, yo voy para una otra finca para donde crecen, ¿cómo se llama? Caña de azúcar. Y yo voy a conseguir unas y compartirlos con los niños en la playa. Así que solamente yo estoy disfrutando mientras yo estoy en Nicaragua. Y,
¿Cuánto días estás en Nicaragua?
yo he estado aquí como que hoy hace 4 días.
Ahí están todas las vacas, ¿eh?
Ok, ¿cómo tú piensas que yo debería acercarme a ellos? ¿Como que lentamente o...?
Hacemos unos cerconas, que ya son así ariconas.
Ok, así que si yo quiero sentarme como que allá en el árbol,
Ajá.
yo puedo hacer eso y no pasa nada.
Voy a cerrar la puerta, no se salen los capantillos.
Ok, entonces yo voy para allá y vamos a ver cómo pasa. Muchas gracias. Perdón. Yo voy para acá. This is the best thing that has ever happened, ever. I can't believe this is actually happening, but I'm gonna go over here and just sit down and just let things happen. What happens? Hey. Entendido. Así que
Ahí venden leche, venden lechada, venden cuajada.
en serio, es que lo siento, yo estoy recordando todas las cosas que todavía yo he hecho aquí y es que en Granada no me di cuenta que habían tantas empresas y fincas con vacas, con ¿cómo se llama? Es como un banano, ¿cómo se llama esa fruta? ¿Plátano? Sí, esa, y trigo y de todo. Y yo estaba como que, wow, hay muchas cosas que crecen aquí en Nicaragua y nunca me di cuenta que fue así, tú sabes. Es bien interesante.
Mira, esos lugares ahí para adentro, pero arriba ahí son frescos.
¿Sí son?
Frescos. Aquí es caliente.
Sí, eso es la verdad. Es un poco caliente.
Sí.
Porque yo estaba en mi cuarto para allá y yo estaba como que, yo tengo que esperar hasta que el sol se baja para, tú sabes, continuar de hacer todo.
Y ahorita no está tanto, cuando llega en marzo, abril.
¿Más? ¿En serio? ¿Más? ¿Cómo así?
Sí.
No hay forma porque hoy yo estaba sudando mucho.
Pero ahorita no está caliente, ahorita está algo fresco.
Esto es fresco.
Sí.
Incluso durante como que el mediodía, como que a las 12, eso fue fresco.
Pero cuando sea marzo o abril, nosotros todos los palos están calientes de pelones. Un bochorno en la noche que ni me puedo unir del calor.
Ay, ¿tú tienes un lugar favorito alrededor de aquí? Como que donde a ti te gusta ir o algo así.
Ay, yo no salgo.
¿Y no sales? Te toca salir de vez en cuando.
No salgo yo.
No sales. Es que... Entonces, ¿has visto esa playa donde yo fui?
Ahí vamos a todos.
Sí.
Fíjate que hace años anduve ahí.
Hace años. Pero tú lo viste.
Sí, lo miré, pero no me gusta.
¿No te gustaba? ¿Por qué?
No.
¿Por qué?
A mí no me gustan los lagos.
Oh, ¿en serio?
Playas, ni los mares, no me gustan.
¿Por qué no? A mí fue increíble. Mira, fue ventoso, eso primero. Pero más que eso, a mí me encantaba. Pero a ti no te gusta el agua, como que cuando es bien grande y todo eso.
No, a mí no me gusta meterme al agua.
¿En serio? Es que yo podría ver eso, porque yo tengo un amigo, el que no le gusta nadar ni nada así. Porque, no sé, en serio no sé.
Así es. ¿No?
Así es.
Sí.
Yo espero que... ¿Tú tienes más que vacas? ¿Tú tienes más que vacas? Son de esa vaca. Así que esos gallinas para allá son de alguien más.
No, las gallinas son mías.
Ah, ok, entendido. Entonces, así que tú comes sus huevos y bebes la leche y así mismo. Así que tú sabes cocinar. Muy bien. Así.
Cuando me quiero comer una gallina en sopa, la hago en sopa y me la como.
Así mismo. ¿Tú vas a enseñar a mí?
Sí.
Ok, ¿cómo lo haces? Una sopa con gallina.
Pues ya, uno mata a la gallina, la lava bien
Ok.
y le echa todos los condimentos, así que la sopa de verduras,
Ujú.
todas las verduras, se le echan a la sopa.
Así mismo. Y no echas chile ni nada así.
Lo que vos querrás echarle,
Ok. ¿Y sal también o no?
también.
Bien. Entonces, cuando tú lavas la gallina, no hay nada que que te toca hacer a eso. Solamente mételo en el hoyo y ya.
Sí, se descuartiza todita, pieza por pieza y se lava bien.
Ujú.
Y ya se pone la olla al fuego, la taza del fuego con agua y ya se deja caerla.
Y eso es.
Echa toda la verdura, todo se va a echar.
Ok, entonces, ¿cuáles verduras entonces?
Así desde el plátano,
Ujú.
quique, yuca,
Yuca.
repollo,
Ujú.
papa, lo que vos querrás echarle, cebolla, tomate, chitoma,
¿En serio? Y encima y
todo.
tú lo
Es
metes.
una sopa rica.
Sí es. Y con limón también.
También.
También. ¿Tú lo tienes ahora mismo? ¿Lo puedo probar?
No, no tengo nada.
En serio, yo lo iba a comer. Si hubiera una lección que podrías dar a mí, ¿qué sería? De la vida o de cualquier cosa.
De cocinar.
No, de vida o de cómo manejarme la vida. Algo, no me importa. ¿Qué sería?
Bueno, y ahí vos sabés que la vida lo que uno le queda es trabajar,
Sí, esa es la verdad.
porque ya que va a vivir uno. Si no trabaja uno,
Sí.
¿cómo se va a mantener?
Eso es la verdad. Así que tú estás diciendo que si uno no se trabaja, nunca van a ganar nada.
No.
Nada. Así que por todo hay que trabajar. Ok. Entonces, tú te sientes como que hay personas que han perdido ese sentido de trabajar.
No hay personas que no les gusta trabajar.
Sí, esa es la verdad. Y a la
Y
vez,
todo les gusta.
sí, eso es la verdad también. Quieren las buenas cosas en la vida, pero no quieren trabajar.
No.
Absolutamente.
Les gusta comer bien, les gusta pasear, les gusta vestirse.
Y todo. Así que esa es una bella lección, de verdad.
Sí. Mira, aquí no tiene que hay un dicho que dice,
¿Mm?
el que no trabaja pues tiene que robar.
Esa es la verdad.
¿Sí?
Esa es la verdad. Porque si no sabes trabajar por algo que tú quieres, hay que robarlo, hay que tomarlo, porque tú todavía no lo necesitas.
Sí.
Así que por eso, eso es increíble.
Sí.
¿Quieres un abrazo? Sí. Ven acá. Un abrazo. Tú eres increíble. Muchas gracias para todo. Yo voy a mostrar todo esto a mi mamá y ella va a sentir tan feliz. En serio. Esto fue magical.
No le sale la tapa.
Pues ha sido un placer. Muchas gracias.
Va pues, bueno, pues cuando vuelvas a venir a Nicaragua pues, y tal vez estoy viva todavía, pues nos vemos.
Tú vas a estar viva todavía, no digas eso.
Porque vos sabés que... Vos sabés que
Sí,
no se va.
sí,
Porque
nadie se
a
sabe.
uno nadie, no hay aviso.
Sí, esa es la verdad. Pero te lo juro, cuando yo vuelvo a venir acá, yo voy a visitarte. Eso es un trato.
Ajá.
Eso es un trato.
Va pues.
Mucho gusto.
Pero pues ahí arriba,
Aquí mismo. Bye, te quiero.
Oh yeah. I gambled. I bet the farm and I won. After failing and trying and searching and trying to do things my own way and dragging my Nicaraguan twin from the east to the west side of a very small place, I won. And it had nothing to do with me. Let me tell you what I won. I won something greater than anything I ever could have planned out. I'm not talking about the farm, because the cows were cool. And I learned that I couldn't ride a cow, so that didn't happen. I couldn't become a cowboy. Get what I mean? What I got was somebody that I had to make sure the world, or at least the people watching this video, know exists. Because to me, at least in the week that I spent of my life in Nicaragua, she is the most beautiful woman that I had the pleasure of meeting in all of that time. No disrespect to Perla. Now, why do I want to tell a story about her? Because of one thing. This is my way of making sure that I am not her last visitor ever again. Inés Hernandez, if for any reason you ever see this video, one day your favorite visitor, self-elected, will come back and see you. And we can talk about whatever. And I can let you know that now at least you have a few more visitors than just me.